Today we're going to make cauliflower pizza. Stick around. This is the easiest recipe in the world. So you need a cup of grated parmesan, you need 2 cups of grated cauliflower, and you need 1 egg. And in order to grate these vegetables and cheeses, all you have to do is use a box grater, grate your parmesan as fine as possible, use a box grater, grate your cauliflower florets as fine as possible. And I'm just using these deli cups to measure my measurements. It doesn't have to be exact, but you want a rough ratio of 2 parts cauliflower to 1 part cheese, and then an egg just helps bind it together. Now an important part is to cook the moisture out of the cauliflower, otherwise it's going to be a little too wet. So just use a nonstick pan, medium heat, evaporate some of the moisture, and you're good to go. Let it cool down, and we're going to mix everything together. So you add your egg, you're going to beat it just a little bit, and then you're going to add your cauliflower once it's cooled. You don't want to add it when it's hot because you don't want to cook that egg, but you just add that cauliflower right to the bowl, and then you're going to add in your cheese. I added about a cup. You can do more or less. You can use different types of cheese. You want something hard and you want something, like Parmesan or Pecorino is just fine. So we're just going to mix it, and it's going to form like a little dough. So it's going to be a little bit wet, but you don't want it dripping, like soaking wet, right? You still want it a little bit dry, and then you're just going to form a pizza crust with your hand. Now this just takes a couple minutes. Just do the best you can. You can use a ring mold if you want. I just did a large pizza, and you're going to bake it until it's golden brown. Now I baked it at 350 on a piece of parchment. You can use a sill pad. I didn't need to use nonstick spray, but if you want to use nonstick spray, I'm sure it'll help. And it'll form a nice crust just like that, and it works really well. Now we're just gonna make a quick tomato sauce. I did half a cup of whole tomatoes, and I did about 2 tablespoons of olive oil, a little bit of salt, blended low. So you have a coarse tomato sauce. You don't wanna blend it high. And I'm just gonna make a margarita pizza with some fresh buffalo milk mozzarella. Moisture is kind of the enemy of this pizza. You want to make sure everything's really dry. So after I cut my mozzarella, I'm just going to blot it dry. You can also use not fresh mozzarella. That might actually work a little bit better because it's really dry, like a low fat skim milk mozzarella. And I'm just going to spoon some of that tomato sauce. See, it's a little bit coarse. I just blended on low just for a quick second. You don't want it really fine. Just spread some tomato sauce on your pizza crust. Add your fresh mozzarella, add a little Parmesan cheese. And then we're just going to bake until everything gets nice and melty and nice and warm. You can use all sorts of toppings. Vegetables work great. Just make sure you roast them or saute them to get some of that water out of the vegetables. And you can see after I bake it in the oven 350, 5 to 10 minutes, everything's nice and soft and melty. And then we're just going to top with a little bit of basil to make that classic margarita pizza. And this thing is so easy. It's pretty healthy, and it is very, very, very quick. It is such a nice treat if you want a pizza that doesn't have gluten or flour or isn't so heavy. Thanks for watching. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, and we'll see you guys soon. Take care and have a great day.